Hey everybody, Bandicoot Commando here, and welcome back to Tomb Raider. Last time, we did some more progress here in the Temple of the Cat. Died a few times to a spike trap at the start, but once we got through, we dealt with some mummies. We found what I called, it's in the previous room actually. Yeah, it's through here. Is it? Oh, man, I wish there was a way to make this camera go by faster. We found the tea party from Alice in Wonderland. I'll just say that right now, as I try to hurry over to it quickly. There it is. Look at that. Tea time for everyone. And at the same time, we saw a rather odd Easter egg that we will be seeing again in this episode. The strange hieroglyph. Just all I'm going to say. So, today we're going to keep pushing on. Still got my fellow intrepid Tomb Raider with me.
Iron Collie, fellow co-commentator.
Alright. Now, if I remember correctly, I think Panthers might show up. But at the same time, get through. I think what you have to do is, yeah, there's hidden stuff here. I think there's a pressure plate, or not. You go through here, I guess. But what does the guide have to say, though? Okay, so you enter in here. So, yeah, I made note of the trapdoors. Follow the passage in the southwest corner. So that would be right here. Get my guns ready because we're gonna run into something. Panther? Crocodile? Which one? Oh, croc.
Croc. Big ol' croc.
Okay, so croc's been dealt with. Now what? There's a small med pack. And then continue until we reach a pool. Okay, so where's this? Well, there's the pool, but where's the med pack? Oh, I think that's it over there. That is not a small med pack. Oh! Hey, get off me!
Did that gator spawn as soon as...
Yeah, that's what it said. But I
Huh.
wasn't one to... Oh, I went the wrong way. I was like, that's not a small med pack. Why are you saying that's a small med pack? It's here somewhere in this room. Oh, wait, no, that's not it. There it is.
There she go.
And that did not trigger another croc. That's good. Okay, so... Oh, I did say... This is where we can fully see the glyph of Bast and Lara. It's just... I really want to know what Rebecca was thinking when she was making this texture.
Maybe it was meant to be like a prophecy sort of thing.
Well, she
Also,
did
it's
say
interesting that...
it was like an Easter egg, like a funny in joke, but there had to be more to it than that.
It's also interesting that the roof is... there's like a hole in the roof in the remaster as opposed to the
Yeah,
original.
yeah. Okay, so... Okay, there's a lever under there. So... Is there anything else? Oh! There's the glyph again. They really wanted
They
you to see
really...
the... They wanted you to see this and make you wonder what it's all about.
Yeah, they just pretty much just went, hey, look at this thing we made, over and over again.
Well, that was kind of, sort of the thing when they were doing unfinished business in the other ones, was that Phil explained how, like, he and Rebecca didn't really get hassled that much by core design. I mean, they did a little bit, but they were allowed to do their own thing. And it was core that was pressured when it came to making the main games.
Hmm.
I mean, case in point, when it came to Tomb Raider 3, one of their members who worked on Golden Mask, Chris, he asked the one who helped them with Lost Artifact, Gary, why Here, I'll just keep... Oh, got it. He was asking, like, why was it that it was hard to use Tomb Raider 3's engine, and Gary just simply said, because it was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And I'll take his word for it that it was just a piece of shit programming that they had to work with.
Kind of sounds like Team Fortress 2 and the, oh god, what's it called? Source Filmmaker files, because I know the developers hated working with that stuff too. They called it spaghetti code.
So we drop down here, and there's some items down here. A lot of King Tut. You know, it would make sense to have King Tut's image with cats, because he did like cats, and historically speaking, he also, believe it or not, he had a pet lion, too. He apparently brought it with him into battle. Which, if I was facing someone who had a personal pet lion, I would probably not want to take them on.
Probably not.
Okay, so this room. I don't think there... Well, I say I don't think there's any danger in here, but I gotta read the guide, though. You'll be in with 3 gold doors by 6 switches. There's a small square door carved with hieroglyphs. Use the 2 switches to open the middle door. What 2 switches, though? The main walkthrough on shortcuts. For all the kills, pick up, follow the sequence below. Use the 2 switches to open the middle door. There's those 2 and those 2. I think, based on the image, it is these 2 that we gotta press first. There is a trophy achievement, I think, here, where that did not open the middle door. Oh, it meant as in this door, not the actual middle door there, like I thought.
Yeah.
So, to get out alive and unlock a trophy in the process, climb the stairs. Do not step on the barred alcove at the top yet. Okay.
Does it spawn something?
There are... What? No, this is the wrong room. The guide lied to me. What the fuck? Maybe I was supposed to be in the middle, and then... Hang on. I did not fuck this up, did I? I'm gonna look ahead and make sure that I have not fucked this up. Because okay, that's for the Pitfall achievement, which I don't care for. Oh shit, I think I did. Maybe. Let me keep looking. You can obtain the secret even if you didn't open the trap room. Just stand outside the door with the skulls. I hope there's a way to go back. Otherwise, I'm just... Oh, God!
This game loves to surprise you, huh?
Just die. There.
There we go.
Okay, I want to get up here, and I want to carefully survey this. So, here's the question. It looks like this door cannot... Oh, I really messed it up, didn't I? Unless... Yes, oh no. God, I have to reload. And
well,
we have to make up so much progress. Oh, I have no choice, people, but if I want to get all the secrets, I have to reload. So, we'll see you later. Alrighty, people. We've made up our progress. Sure, it's been 9 minutes of video, but in real time, it has been, what, 15 at most?
Probably.
Well, I'm going to make a save, not that it'll matter. So, don't go in that room. And don't go in this room.
Go in the
Ins-
third room.
Actually, no. Is this a door? This is either a door or a... Okay, it's a door. So how do we open this door? Guide, what do we do? Okay, so what you gotta do... You don't have to go into the middle room to open it, it says. This acts as a pressure pad, and it will open up the room there. Now, this is... this block puzzle. Oh, we're trapped. Okay, so here's the thing. This is the infamous block puzzle, and Phil... I forgot how he described this puzzle. He knew he wanted to do a block puzzle, but I don't remember him wanting it to do it so complex. Okay. So, according to the guide, push this block once. Go around and then push it again. Okay, there's a switch. The switch opens the exit, and we don't need to use it yet, so go next to this block and pull it once. Then circle around and then just push it up. Look, I understand block puzzles, maybe the appeal of them, but it would have been easier if you could have just made the pushing speed a bit faster.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay, so what's next? Oh, in order to unlock the doorway so you can get out, okay, so we actually need to move this out of the way real quick. So, move it around, push it out of the way of the lever, and the exit, or at least the door, yeah, this will open up or something. Yeah, I did it right. Good. And then we need to move this one out of the way. My God. Phil, why did you make this puzzle? Now I understand why this secret is missable, because I can understand people who get trapped in this room and they'll be like, oh God, where do I push all of these? And they're like, I'm just going to reload my last save. Okay, so now this should be number C. Face it, and then pull it. Then turn around and push it. Wait. Oh, okay, yeah, there's enough space. Didn't want that blocking my way through. Okay.
Yeah.
Then there's this. Block D. Pull it 3 times. Since I know this is going to take a while, before we resumed, people, we were having a fun discussion with things.
Talking about the first game we ever played in a certain series.
Certain series here and there. Well, maybe I should ask, what was your first Tomb? I'm assuming you said it was 4, I think? That was your first?
My first Tomb Raider was Chronicles.
Oh, okay. Wait, so you had the PS1 or Dreamcast version?
PS1.
Okay. Oh, hold on. Not yet. Gotta push this into the wall. Oh my God, why is this so intricate, guide? And then... This better give me the trophy achievement, because there's a trophy achievement in here that if you can solve it by, like, depending on how many times you pushed and pulled these blocks. I forgot the exact number, though. I think it's like 28, 30? I don't quite remember.
Hmm.
Okay. Hole E from out of the corner. Okay. This is gonna be a whole video, isn't it? Just us doing this damn puzzle.
Yep.
I knew it would probably take an extra... If we would have just skipped it, we could have just ended the level. Because that one room we were in before, we were near the end. Or at least we were getting closer to the end. But because of this secret's existence...
It's extended the time.
Exactly. Although I do think Phil said that after this, he never did another block puzzle like this ever again. I'm pretty sure he said something like that.
Wonder why.
Yes. Okay. Now, here's this. Pull it out twice. Okay. And that... Okay, let's pick those up. Codex of the Cat. At least there's a lot of good items in here, so it is kind of worth it. But just so much... I mean, look at this. If you did not have indicators to let you know which ones to pull, like, it's obvious what's pullable because of that ring on them, but still, if you did not have that as an indicator, you'd be stuck in here trying to test every piece of the wall, just trying to figure out what's pullable.
Yeah, and then you probably would have, I don't know, you probably would have soft locked yourself probably several times, let's be honest.
Okay, and then, okay. I was almost ready to be like, I better not disorient myself. And then... Sokoban? Is that meant to be a pun on, like, a... Like, I know Soko is meant to be based on Sobek, but because of the way it's spelled, it's making me wonder, like, yeah, is that meant to be, like, a reference to a block game or something?
I have no clue.
Alright, where are we at on time? Okay, thankfully we can keep going a little bit. So what do we do now? After you get Secret 4, okay, we don't have to do the middle room. I'm not going to bother with getting that pitfall achievement. Let's just go through here again. This time I'll be prepared with that mummy.
Get the shotgun.
It is just bullshit that it just drops on you like that. Is there even, like... Yeah, it just drops on you.
I guess they just kind of spawn it. Yep.
No, I am not dying after all that block pushing.
You did save, right?
Yeah, I saved. I made sure to save.
Okay.
But now a part of me wants to save again because we're almost done with this level and I would hate to die. Actually, look. Oh yeah, hi. Good thing you can't reach me. Hold on. Okay, yeah, I saved. I can tell. Okay, first we gotta get rid of you. Alright, he's done and out of the way. Okay, so now we gotta head for the back of the Sphinx. And there will be a third mummy at the back here, so I'm gonna try and stay on top of these blocks. Oh, it says that a third mummy will be sneaking up from... Yeah, there you are. It was right. Sneak it. Man, running on all fours is just... Wow, look at that.
I know.
Nice, huh? Too bad it's all covered up.
Damn censorship.
I mean, I think it's possible that you could have just kept going and it would, like, take its time trying to get to you. I do not have time for this game of tag. Okay, well, I do know that once I go up here, it's gonna come after me. Wow, that was quick. Okay, so... You know what? Maybe we should just make a push to the end, because we are close to the end. I think it's best we just try and end it.
Very well.
Okay, so do that. Get up here. Get up around here, I believe. Yep. I hear a panther. Yep. I know this bit. Oh. Oh, you have to run and jump. Okay. So, as a reminder, you said you'd not played this Unfinished Business. I assume the same went to Golden Mask and Lost Artifact?
Pretty much.
Okay. Oh, boy. We are almost... You want to know how close we are? You see this door?
Yes.
That's it. That's the end right there. So,
Now all we have to do is reach it.
Yeah, we just got to reach it. There's a ledge above us to... Oh, no? What? Yes, I hear you. Am I doing this right? Well, I know that's there. Oh, okay. I do have to run and jump for that. I don't know. That looks pretty far.
Up.
I mean, it was
Made
kind
it.
of deceptive looking. Okay, we're up here now. You could try and shoot at the panther up above, but I'm not gonna do that. So, go this way, it says. Oh, wait. Take a carefully angled running jump to the north side of the room. Okay. And then... Okay, yep. Oh, I saw a mummy spawn!
That seems to be a common thing in this area. It's just...
Hey, you're pushing me.
There it goes.
Oh, God!
Wow. Just... You kill one and then another one spawns.
You know what? I've had it. I have had it with these mummies. It is time to break these out.
I have had it with these motherfucking mummies in this motherfucking pyramid.
Exactly. Where are you? Come back. Yeah, get over here. I don't care how much ammo I have left in these things. It's time to use them. I don't use them enough. But credit be due that I don't use them, and I see so many playthroughs where people use them all the time. Okay, so we go through here. And then I believe we go up through here. Okay. Okay, here we are. Be very careful up here. It's really precarious. You know, I should show this. This is meant to be the statue of Boss. Or at least... I mean, it's pretty impressive looking.
Yeah.
I also like the little detail of, like, using spikes as teeth. Okay.
Also, the red wallpaper is kind of like the flesh of the mouth.
Oh, there's a funnier bit with that, and you'll see. So... Yeah, at this point, you just got to be really careful with your jumping. One wrong move and it's all for nothing. It would have been all for nothing. No, I feel. I have to save because I feel like if I do a running jump, I feel like I'm gonna overshoot. But at the same time, if I do a standing jump, I make it and not fall short. Apparently, well, good to save anyway because I have some weird feeling I'm gonna mess up. Yes, this is here. And I don't think we're supposed to go out. Oh, okay. I thought this was going to lead, like, elsewhere. It's very nice and all. Oh, good timing. Yeah, run away. So I wanted to see, like, what happens if we zoom out a bit? Oh, I can't go any further. Wait a minute. Hold on. Nice sky. Yeah, this is as high as I can put it. It's pretty nice. Hey, looky there. We're all the way over there. Oh, so I think, I might be wrong about this, but I think what's unique is that in these levels with the moon texture actually changes I think in the previous level, depending on like where you're at in the level, and you can get it to the point where the moon will resemble yet another classic Alice in Wonderland with the Cheshire Cat, and you do get a trophy achievement if you can see it. Okay. I'm so glad I caught that mummy coming down here. Okay, I know what to do from here. I do know that once we get near here, there's going to be another mummy. Oh boy. Well, good thing I saved.
Oh no.
It is a good thing I saved.
Can you imagine if you had fallen there and we had to go back to the original save state that you had started at the beginning of the recording?
Yeah, that just would have been a real pain in the ass. Oh boy, but I am just glad that I chose to save. Maybe sometimes it is good to be paranoid when you're unsure about yourself.
This is the reason why I've developed a habit of like hitting save, questioning whether or not I hit save, and then hitting save again.
Okay, well, looks like I will have to use the shotgun on that mummy, though. Because I know Uzis are going to take too long. I was going to say, please don't.
There.
Alright, come back. You gotta run back up here sooner or later.
No, I think he wants to stay over there.
Well, gotta lure him back over.
Yeah, he wants you to go through the choke.
Gotcha.
Yep, there we go.
Okay, now, you just pull this, or I said pull this, and there, it forms a bridge. Or in this case, it's a tongue.
A tongue.
Yeah, it's safe to slide down. I mean, I gotta take care of that panther, but what is a panther at this point compared to everything else I've dealt with?
And it's dead.
Now, whoa. Yeah, nice camera angle. And there's that cat statue. The White Rabbit. I was going to say, though, just because you're near the end, don't celebrate.
Yeah.
Because that pit I jumped over, I kid you not, on my first playthrough, when I, like, man, that is a great image. I'm going to make that the thumbnail. Anyway, my story was, I almost died. Because you see that? That's a big fall, but luckily it did not kill, or, actually, no, it did kill. That is a pretty high fall. Yeah, it killed me. That fall killed me. And I'm just like, really? After everything I went through.
It said, fuck you.
And this is it. This is it. You go any closer and it just ends the level. Well, I think, yeah, once you make your jump here, it'll end the level. So all this time, this whole adventure was not only to find this temple dedicated to Bast, but more importantly, just find this statue that we have been trying to follow that's been disappearing and reappearing at certain points.
Hmm.
And we missed
And there
one
it is.
item, but whatever.
What's one item compared to like one secret?
And that is it.
Alrighty.
All right. So just to explain, I believe, so because in the original Unfinished Business, the level order is reversed, once you get done with the Hive level, which was originally the final level, it would actually replay the ending cutscene from Tomb Raider 1, and then you just get the credits. So it kind of, I mean, I'm realizing that had Phil had the level ordered as intended, it would actually feel a little anticlimactic that you just beat the game and you just get the credits. Like, you get no cutscene or anything. I mean, granted, even though it would be reusing the first game's cutscene and not an original cutscene exclusive to Unfinished Business, it still at least feels like you've accomplished something.
True.
But that was the thing, though. Phil said how, for not just this, but for the 3 games, they were not allowed to make cutscenes at all. Even though he said he tried pitching for it, but they did not allow them to make cutscenes, which is sad. Because who knows what they could have done with it.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know. Maybe it was like a budget thing. You never know.
So, now that you saw pretty much the entirety of Unfinished Business, what are your thoughts of it?
It kind of feels like, I know there was kind of more of a story reason to it, but it kind of feels like an extended, not necessarily challenge mode, but more of like a challenging extra level that you can do to kind of test yourself.
Well, I did say how, yeah, these 4 levels, they are pretty challenging, and not for beginners if you're not used to playing Tomb Raider, but...
Yeah.
But
well, again, it's to test the player's knowledge of, like, the ability to move, the ability to dodge traps, all that, kind of like puzzles. Because, again, the whole room with, like, the push and pull blocks kind of felt like the apex of the whole puzzle-solving thing, despite how kind of tedious it was.
Yeah. So, I would assume after seeing how I went through it, you still probably don't want to try it?
Probably not, considering I haven't played Tomb Raider in a long time.
Not even for the sake of whatever achievements you might get?
Probably not. I'm not an achievement hunter, to be honest.
Well, so, since this was my second time going through Unfinished Business, so when I went through... Oh, those are some nice names for pets. It is a cool name for a black cat, Void. Maybe I might do that.
Lou the Puffer.
Anyway, because this was my second time going through, the first time I went through, so keep in mind, Unfinished Business was only exclusive to PC, never came out on consoles, although, before the remaster though, there was like I think there were fans that were trying to make a PS1 port, but I never got to play this. I've seen playthroughs of it though, and it just made me a little jealous that I could not play it for myself. But, you know, once I finally got to play it proper, thanks to a mixture of like seeing playthroughs of it and using photo mode, it almost felt natural to come to it, but I still struggled in a few areas.
Wonder
But all in
why.
all, Unfinished Business as an add-on, not so much as its own game, but as an add-on, it is a pretty cool thing. It really does challenge you, and PC games back then did that sort of thing where, like, didn't Doom have like some form of DLC or add-ons through like a collector's edition or something?
I believe it did. And
So-
even then, if you wanted to go unofficial, there were like a ton of mods that made the game like a lot harder, basically just to punish the player and see if they could go through it.
Yeah, so that I'm guessing when Core thought, hey, why don't we do? But the weird thing is, by the time they released Unfinished Business, it was in '97, and by then, you know, Tomb Raider had only been out for a full-on year. Even though I think during that time, Phil and his team were working on it shortly after the game came out, so it was only by the time in '97 where they finally got done and they were immediately put on to do one for the second game. But it's still rather like weird that it just couldn't come out the first time.
I don't know.
But yeah,
There's a lot of stuff.
I know a lot of PC games did that though back then, where you can get additional levels if you buy like the add-on disc at a store or something. Alright, so I think that's pretty much all I can say. I don't think I have anything left to talk about. Yep, now we got the proper credits. Rebecca, hey! I wish Rebecca had a Twitter so I can share my adventures.
Philip Campbell.
Mike Schmidt, Mike and Troy were very big help to Phil and Rebecca, and apparently, according to Phil, both Troy and Mike actually made sure like Core stayed off their backs, because like Core was really hard on Phil and Rebecca at times, and Troy and Mike would make sure like, hey, you know, don't, you know, get off their back, blah blah blah, that sort of thing. And in fact, Phil said how Troy was the one who like took all the heat for anything that like any mistakes, I believe. And I think at the same time though, as sad as this is, Troy passed away like a year or two ago.
Damn.
Let's see, so Kelly, Gary, Stone, trying to see if, yeah, and that's Tomb Raider 2, so that's for another story and all of that. So, as I skip all of these and we get to the special credits so I can once again point them out. It's cool that they were able to get like official dubs for the other languages, because I'm pretty sure when the games came out, they were strictly in English. They had no recorded languages. I mean, they had the text and like I think they had text and translated, but not voices. Okay, so Lost Artifact. Special thanks. Oh, Phil, I hope you're watching, because I'm good. As I record this, I'm actually going to tweet out to Phil and be like, hey, I'm doing Unfinished Business now for my Tomb Raider Let's Play. Check them out. I hope you're watching it as this goes out, whenever that does.
Well, here's hoping.
It's weird, though, like, Phil is there. Rebecca's not on here. I mean, she's in there for the Unfinished Business, but still. Stella from Stella's Tomb Raider, I want to give you a special shout out. Thank you for your guides for many Tomb Raider players like me and others. It's sad that she left her Twitter because I did share a few of my Tomb Raider adventures with her. Actually, the last thing she tweeted that I responded to was she was asking about like how people are able to like hoard ammunition for your stronger weapons and all of that, and I'm just telling her, Stella, it's to me a basic Tomb Raider gameplay thing. Just use your pistols up to a certain point and then switch to your stronger weapons.
Final statistics.
So short on pickups, but I think actually, hold on. I'm gonna keep that up. I have an image somewhere in Discord. I have to type it in because I got rid of the image from my thing, but I posted on Discord my final results. Okay, it wasn't in here. Was it in this server? I want to compare like from my first playthrough to this one. Oh boy, this is going to be a lot to search through. Okay, yep. And I'm just going to see all the stuff I posted recently for the Let's Play. I just know that image of my results are in here somewhere. That is for Tomb Raider 2. That was for Tomb Raider 2. Come on, unfinished business is in here somewhere. Otherwise, I might just have to go on my Twitter, because I think the image is still on my Twitter. Okay, no, here. No, I didn't post it here? Then it would have to be on my Twitter. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna pause until I find it, people. Okay, I found it, people. I found the image of my first playthrough. So here's my current for this second playthrough. On my first playthrough, my final statistics were basically by 1 extra minute, I had only 7 of the 10 secrets, 218 of the pickups, 136 of the kills, 6150 of ammo used and hits out of 5182, 19.5 of metapacks, and on distance that would be 18.04. Not that it really matters, is too significant, but just shows that was able to get through this just a tiny bit faster than what I did before.
Yes.
Well, alrighty then. That will do for this episode of Tomb Raider. So, what do I want to do? Like, oh, duh. I have to now go over this game's development history and all of that, but thankfully, you won't be in it, Collie, unless you want to be.
Unfortunately, I have stuff I have to do, including cooking for my work week.
That's fine. I'd rather do this solo anyway. It'll go by quicker. So, yeah. Join me next time as I do that. As I go over the game's development history, how it started, what changed during production, what is not in the final game, and all of that. I might also include some information on the remaster as well, if I can find any. So, that is it, and I will see you guys next time.
Later.